from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. Two behemoth conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Powell again, Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Ducks will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Makes the grab. It's Townsend. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a fourth down conversion.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared, and he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
The Longhorns will have it first and 10. On the run, it's Smothers. There's a crease. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Longhorns have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. Arch is going to throw for it. That's caught. It's Ringo. There he goes. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Longhorns are marching down the field. Scanning the field, it's Manning. They're working that left side. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Throwing Manning. Got his man on the right. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
Man, it's nice to throw it to a guy that just competes, refuses to go down, breaks tackles, makes plays, and that's what he has with this receiver. Just a great job being physical. Some guys you've seen at the receiver position, they're willing to go down. They don't want to be touched. Not this guy. Showed some toughness, and now first and goal for this offense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Manning from the gun on third down. And the misconnection on third down.
After that incompletion, it's now fourth and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Fourth down, Manning. Snags it.
And I think that's going to be a frustrating drive for this offense, man. You move the ball on your first possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown. But now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Now here's more. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown Longhorns! This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground with the counter. Oh, better look out. Turning it on. Past the 30. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It smothers. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's Arch to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Flicks it out of the air. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He's going to take a shot. And it's picked off by the defender, but he's out of bounds. Couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Manning on play action. Rushes on him. That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Going to work in the air, it's Manning. They're setting up the screen. He was able to pick up a few, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be 4th down at the 41.
And that's why as a defense you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football and they're able to make a tackle.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Oh, he's got a chance. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another 1st down.
Yeah, run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Got enough for the first. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I think the coaches sort of got together and decided, hey, on this drive, we're going to establish the run. We're going to be more physical. First 2 plays of the drive are run plays, and both have had success. The players have gotten the message very, very clearly. We have got to come out here, and we've got to win the line of scrimmage.
He'll try to do it himself. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical. basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Moore. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Plows through the defense. Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8.
That's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy, and make him think about running the football in the future.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together. 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
And the Ducks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the ball is loose on the return.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd down from the gun, Manning. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. 4th down, Manning. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
What a great job by this defense. You get 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On the ground with the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Dante Moore. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down. but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Arch Madness makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Back to pass, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Oregon! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Gonna run it. It's Smothers. Couldn't find any room at all, and he'll lose 7 on the play. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hill. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Here's Moore to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Makes the grab. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments, you talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew it was coming, did a great job defensively, forced an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Beats it, fires complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Run in the red zone, it's Smothers. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Manning. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Gets rid of it. It's complete on the right side. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range.
Great job by the defense there tackling the catch. If that receiver breaks a tackle, he's getting the first down. So nice job by the defense surrounding the ball carrier and getting him to the ground.
Smashes it between the uprights. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran it back.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To throw, Manning. Quickly out to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Hauls it in. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. The Longhorns, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Flips it out to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Now on second down. Here's Manning to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer.
Unloads it downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play. Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Looking left. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
Man, those sting, man. Third down, the money down. Your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially third down.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Pressure coming. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. Two teams ranked in the top 6, ready to square off here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Canes headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Hill. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll give it on the counter. Brought down wide at the line of scrimmage, and this defense gets off to a good start.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing more. Fires left. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback making checks. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Takes a hit as he fires. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Moore. Got a man. It's Moore. All down the hill. Move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Moore to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hooks. Inside the 40. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Hill. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Dante Moore unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
On the run, it's Fletcher. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
2nd down, he'll throw it. The sure hands, it's Lofton. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. And it's a sack. On that play action fake, the action was the quarterback got clobbered after he faked the handoff.
It definitely didn't work. The fake is supposed to be the most important part of that, to try to get the guys to suck up just for a second. But you could tell the offensive line, they weren't able to hold their blocks. Defense got to him and got the sack.
Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield. And now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. On the move. And he ends up taking a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. With the catch, it's Fletcher. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And they try to sneak the draw play in there and try to show pass right away, get it to the running back. Defense not fooled in the slightest. Nice job getting upfield, getting to the running back, getting him on the ground.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
It's away and a beauty headed toward the sideline. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. The run inside. It's Davison. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Run the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Might be calling a hot route. Here's Moore to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this defense has come out really, really strong. I mean, this is the 3rd possession. They've already got 2 stops, and now they try to take advantage of them and go over the top because the D's been aggressive. Still doing a great job staying disciplined, staying home. To start this football game, man, they have been lights out.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Makes the grab. It's Stewart. Speeding down the left side. He's at the 10. Crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ducks! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Slips through the line. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Davison. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Homer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Throwing more. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, and they'll move the chains. It's first down. And the Ducks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Snags it and he's open. Touchdown, Oregon! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They'll go back to work trying to get something going after a couple of punts the first two times they've had it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Lofton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out.
He wants to go deep. Snags it on the right. Electrifying play. And man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. Thrust that arm out. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Here's Mensah to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
And the Canes looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Finds his man. It's Hill. Turns it on down the left side. The 40. The 30. Past the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Ncaa. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
Back to pass. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Throwing, Ncaa. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Now Oregon will call it second timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So Miami signals for a timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. The Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Wants to return it. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Moore. Moving out to the right. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for the edge on the jet sweep. Inside the 45. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Moore to the air. Hit as he throws. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Dante Moore. This time he's got it. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Snap in the shotgun. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Dante Moore wants to throw again. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. It's third and goal and third and long. Moore from the gun on third down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Might be changing the route. Moore will throw. Shoots it to the left. That's caught. It's Hill. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they had
maybe a crease. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Here's Ncaa to throw. Sets up the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Well, listen, they say they play defense for a reason, right? You had an interception on the last drive defensively. You had a golden opportunity to come away with another one right there, but he puts it on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Ncaa buys a little extra time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete to the right. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this second half.
Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. He wants to throw it again. Going for 6. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Hey, guys, I'll tell you what, man, they went into half, they were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
In the gun on third down, Moore. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
The Ducks decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. That is a cannon shot, and it's headed out of bounds. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Hurricanes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Throwing, Ncaa. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making them.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
And the Hurricanes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Makes a move. Can they catch him? Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full, because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Here's Moore to throw. The short hands, it's Moore. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to, the quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Lyle. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Here's Darian Ncaa to throw. On target over the middle. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. They'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Final play of the quarter coming. Here's Ncaa to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricane! Into the end zone for 6. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And he tacks on the extra point.
Miami, 16.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hill. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Loss of 2. Second down.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. At the 35, he's got room. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Takes the easy completion. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing more. Stepping to the right. Snagged out of the air. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And the Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Again, it's Moore. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Moore to the air. Touchdown, Ducks! And the punishment has been extended.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to... He tries to take the top off. Makes the catch down the right side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Ncaa. Oh, they're after him. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Looking for more room. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, do they set up some field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll go to the counter play.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Moore. Sends it downfield. He caught it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas. Keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns, and you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast.